Right. Not sure whether you have written, I have written the word in Google Classroom. I have posted a new homework for chapter 12 in Google Classroom. Okay, but we can start to do it together, okay, during the lesson. That's why please take out some paper and then we will start to do supplementary exercise, which is on page 67. Let's see, I'm going to share our okay. Now here, okay, when you do the supplementary exercise, okay, you can refer to the chapter summary as shown here, okay, and then I have chosen some questions, okay, from supplementary exercise 12, okay, they are the TSA questions, okay, in case you need to sit for the TSA in Form 3. Those types of questions are usual questions in TSA, okay, and then you can refer to the chapter summary. Here, I just highlight something that you need to know, and then you can mark it in your. And we refer to the chapter summary. Here, I just something. Okay, you can mark down the points that you usually see those questions, okay, or mark down the main points, okay, for you to answer those questions. Now, for example, this part, okay, you must know these 5 methods. It means when you are asked to collect data, you can usually collect data by asking people to fill in questionnaire, by interviewing people, or you can do the observation yourself. If sometimes if you have some may need to do experiment in the laboratory or get some previous information. Okay, these 5 types, okay, 5 methods for collecting the data. Okay, these are the 5 words that you must know. And then for this one, you should know how to distinguish what data are discrete, what data are continuous. Okay, and then this one I reminded you yesterday. Okay, you should know how to do this one, frequency distribution table. This is frequency distribution table. Okay, right. And then this one I just we went through this yesterday. Okay, therefore you can have a look of it later by yourself. And then for this one, okay, if you don't understand much at this moment, no worry. Okay, we will revisit this topic when you are in Form 5 or Form 6. Okay, your teacher will discuss with you again, okay, in this topic, okay, misuses of statistical diagram. okay, when you are in Form 5 or Form 6. Therefore, I think the most important is the previous one. At least you should know how to draw the statistical diagrams and then read the diagram. Now then, in this case, we start from this one, okay, supplementary exercise 12. Now, make sure that you write your answer on an exercise book or a piece of paper because you need to submit your work, okay, later. You can write it on a piece of paper and then just submit as usual, take the pictures and then upload it in Google Classroom. Okay, now let's look at the first one, this one. Suggest a suitable way to collect data for each of the following. Okay, and for there are 5 parts here. For some parts, okay, there can be more than one way. Okay, it means if you don't remember those methods, okay, at this moment, okay, you can refer to this one. Okay, question 1 is about this one, collection of data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you choose from here to answer question 1. Okay, I just do a few of you, a few parts of you, and then the other part you can finish yourself. Now for this one, A, what do you think? If I want to know the numbers of earthquakes recorded in each year in the history of Hong Kong, which one you should which way if you want to collect this data? If you know the answer, you can write it or type it out in the chat. Can someone ask Jack, send him the YouTube link, ask him to watch the lesson in the YouTube instead of keeping to send the request to enter the room, because I'm not able. I have tried to admit him, but it is unable to do so. Okay, let's go to 1A. Okay, anyone want to answer? Okay, if you want to know the number of earthquakes recorded, any previous information, very good. Okay, someone has answered already. Okay, and then how about this one? This one. And then how about this one? The degrees of precision of different brands of thermometers in the market. Let's talk about thermometer. What do you think? Interview. Do you know what is thermometer? Thermometer is the one, is the apparatus to measure temperature. The one for measuring whether you are having a fever or not, that one is clinical thermometer. So if I want to check whether it is good enough, then what do you think? Which way we can use to get the information? Questionnaire, you ask questionnaire. Can you talk with the thermometer? What do you think? Okay, right. Experiment, right. Then you know how to do it, okay? Then you can finish question part C, D, and E by yourself, okay? Can someone contact Jack and Parker? They keep sending me the request to enter the room. Can you hear the sound? Actually, dun dun, like that. I have admitted them, but they are not able to enter. Right. Okay. And then question two, you also need to do question 2. Determine whether the following are discrete data or continuous data. A, which one? Just choose one. It means you have 2 only. Either it is discrete. No, you send him the YouTube link. Instead of asking him to coming, he cannot come. The case is that I am not able to admit them into the room in Zoom here. But most probably they haven't updated their Zoom. Okay, that's why they keep sending me the request. I keep admitting them, but they are not here. Okay, I'm trying to send them a message in the waiting room. Right. Okay, anyone know for 2A, if I am talking about the number of patients, okay, this is the keywords actually, the numbers of, okay. This part is not really important. Okay, I can have the number of patients suffering fever. I can have the numbers of patients suffering COVID-19, etc. Okay, the keywords is this one, the number of. And then for these keywords can already help me to tell whether the data is discrete or continuous. Right, discrete. Okay, because for number, we can have only 1 or 2, 3, 10, 11, something. Okay, we cannot have 0.3 patients. Okay, therefore, this part, okay, the number of, okay, are already the keywords. And then how about part B? What do you think? The length. When we want to know the length, we need to measure. Okay, therefore, the keywords are not written here, but the key idea is that we need to measure, and then so that we can know the length. Right, then in this case, this is continuous data. Okay, it means discrete data in your case, discrete data. Okay, oh, if Parker is finally here. Now, for discrete data, usually it is related to counting. For continuous data, measurement. Okay, measurement. Okay, in your case. Okay, don't think too complicated. Okay, therefore, right. And then you continue part C and part D by yourself. Right, and then for number 3, it's just together. 3A is just the same type of question as question 1. Okay, what's your questions, Adrian? For 3A, it is similar to question 1. Okay, you need to find a suitable way to collect the data. Okay, please give your support to how many votes will I get in the election next Sunday? This is the data he wants to know, the number of votes, okay? And then for this one is similar to question 2, okay? What type of data is it? Okay, the number of votes, okay? Right. Then you know how to do number 3, right? And then we go to the next one, turn to the next page, and then we look at number 5. Now, listed below are the amount of calories in different types of sandwiches provided in a shop. And then this part, these are the key points. Okay, I mean the key points for these questions. Construct a frequency distribution table. It means, first of all, you should know the meaning of frequency distribution table. What is it? And then by dividing the above data into groups, and then you need to put them in groups like that. Okay, right? And therefore, in this case, I strongly suggest you to get a piece of paper, okay, to draw the table, okay, instead of writing here. Okay, don't squeeze your answer in this tiny space. Okay, right. Therefore, you should have a piece of paper like that, not this one. Okay, you should have single line paper. And then in this case, whenever we draw something, we need to have a title, okay, whenever, so that people know what you are going to show. Okay, therefore, first of all, you can give a title. Okay, the title can be written in each columns, okay, very clearly, okay. There should be 3 columns. The first column should show the amount of calories in different type of sandwich. Okay. And then the next column should be tally. And then the last column should be frequency. Okay. And then you can write down the group. I'm going to write here 200 to 249, 250, 299. And then next one should be 300, 349, 350, anything 400 something. Yeah. 350, 399, 400, 449. Is this finished? We check with the data. Any data greater than 449, it seems no. Then in this case, and then after you have written the groups, then you know the size of your frequency distribution table. Okay, it means make sure that you labeled your columns, okay, clearly. Okay, for frequency distribution table, we don't need to have a great title here, but the labels here have already shown people what you are going to show. Okay, these are they serve the same function as a title. Okay, right? And then in this case, look at the data one by one. 288 here, and then 399 should be here, right? 345 410 250 here. 328 376 294. Okay, 373 230. I assume that you are doing with me at the same time, right? 441 and 265. Okay, 340. 340. Where? Here. And then 300. Here, 365. Here, 278. 350. Another one, 380. And then 317. Right? And then 385. 310. Okay? And then after you have marked the data, okay, when you mark in the trolley, the column of trolley, and then you cross out one data, then you can make sure that you don't miss any data. And then afterwards, you write down the frequency in numbers. This one represents there is only one data in this group. And then for this one, this is 5, and then 7, 9, and then 2. Now you can double check. You can double check with the data. There should be total. It means you can check yourself. If you look at the number of data given, there should be 24 data. And then you can try to add 1 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 2. Okay, it says 24. It says 24. Okay, if these two numbers are different, then you need to double check your table. Then there must be something wrong. Okay, therefore, this is question 5. Okay, of course, I expect you can use a ruler to do this one. Okay, don't write in this way. This is very ugly. Okay, but I just cannot have my ruler, okay, on my computer drawing board. Otherwise, okay, I won't do it. So ugly. Okay, right? Okay, this is question 5. This is frequency distribution table. Okay, make sure you know how to draw it. Is this okay? Any problems? Anyone at this moment still don't know how to draw frequency distribution table? Anyone? Sure? Okay, right. Okay, then we move on to the next one. Should be this part. Now for this one, for number 9, do anything you don't understand for number 9? Figure A. This is figure A. The one on the left. Okay, and then shows the departure time of Tokyo Express from a certain railway station in Japan on a day. Departure time means the time when the train leaves the station. Then that is departure time. Okay, it is talking about train station, railway station. Okay, and then the time when the train leaves the station, that time is departure time. Departure has a similar meaning as leaving. Okay, and then Calvin constructs a statistical diagram as shown in figure B. And then this is the statistical diagram, okay, constructed by Calvin. Okay, and then what kind of statistical diagram is constructed by Calvin? What do you think for this one? I think it is very clear. Japan person. Diagram. Japanese. Okay. Can you see this one? Because you are not, I think you are not required to really read the data here. This is what you need to focus. Can you see what do you think? Yeah, it's written here actually. Okay, therefore this one is a stem and leaf diagram. And then at what time do the first and last train depart from the station? Okay, instead of reading figure 1, of course, in this case, you should read figure B. Okay, it is clearer. Okay, for this one, for number 9, it means you need to know how to get information from the statistical diagram. Okay, so how about this one? B, what's the first, the earliest? What do you think? What time? What time is the earliest train? You can look at this one. Yes, 7:09 a.m. There's no 7:09 a.m. But there's nothing here. It tricks you. Because nothing here. If it is 6 a.m., then should write down 00 here. Okay, therefore in this case, be very careful. In this case, I think it just gives you an example. Okay, if there's a data there, then there should be something in the stem and in the leaf. Because usually when we draw the stem and leaf diagram, okay, if we construct the diagram ourselves, usually we will start at 7 for this case, and then we may just skip this part. Okay, but sometimes it may be a standard. Okay, for this one, it may be just the standard format. Standard format of the timetable shown in the station, because maybe for other trains, there can be quite a lot of trains in the train station. Okay, maybe for other trains, okay, there will be trains departing at 6 a.m. or after 9 p.m. Okay, and then therefore this is just the standard in the train station. Okay, and then it just shows the time from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. or to the midnight. Okay, therefore in this case, you may also get the people can also get the information that for this one, okay, this is from a certain on a day, okay, maybe for some days there may be trains departing at between 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Okay, just on this day there's no. Okay, therefore it is for this one, for the stem, it shows from 6 a.m. to 23 p.m. 23, okay, or 11 p.m. Okay, but if you look at this part, If there's nothing here, it means there's no data for this one. Okay, although that's the stem, but we need stem and leaf, okay, to show one data. Okay, right? Understand? And therefore, the earliest train should be 7:09 a.m. Okay, and the last train will be here, right? If you use the 12-hour format, then this one will be 8:34 p.m. in this case, or 2034 is fine. Okay, because it is not stated in the questions whether you need to use the 12-hour or 24-hour. Okay, both are correct. If you answer in this way, 8:34, then you must write down PM. Otherwise, you write 2034 is fine. And then within which hourly time interval? Hourly time interval. Hourly means hour, in 1 hour. Time interval. Now, then in this case, if you say, for example, 4 to 4:59, it is 1 hour interval. It is 1 hourly interval. And then 5 to 5:59. Okay, this is 1 hourly interval. Okay, this is called interval. From 4 p.m. to 4:59 p.m. or from 4 a.m. to 4:59 a.m. Okay, then we'll think from the length here, the length of the time here is 1 hour, and then this is interval. Okay, therefore in this case, within which hourly time interval is the frequency of the train departing from the station the highest? It means within that hour, the number of trains is the most highest. Most trains. Most. Okay, which one? Which interval? Maybe you just answer me. If you look at the table, okay, which one or from where you can find the most frequency? Okay, should be here, right? Therefore, this is 4 p.m., right? Therefore, when we write the hourly interval, we write starting from 4 o'clock and then to 4:59 p.m. Because from 5 will be, don't write 5 here, okay? 5 p.m. will start the next interval. Okay, this is one interval. Okay, this one. This is before 5 p.m. But you need to show the interval in an hour, okay? Therefore, you write 4 p.m. to 4:59 p.m. Okay? Understand? Any questions for this one? Okay, right. Let's see. I need to show the next page. Wait for a moment. And then you can turn your book to page 71. And then, let's, okay, right. I still have time to look at this one, All right, let's look at 15. I think I'm not going to do the whole question with you, okay, but I would just explain to you what you are going to do, okay? And then you finish the remaining part, right? Now for number 15, list below are the points scored by different players in the basketball game. I think you can read it in your textbook. And then part 8, construct a frequency distribution table by dividing the above data into groups. Okay, anyone have questions for this part? Do you know what you are going to do? Frequency distribution table. Give me a yes, or you can raise your hand if you are okay for this one. 15A. Anyone? If you think you understand and then you know how to do it, then you raise your hand. 15A. Right, very good. I can see quite a lot of hands. Or you can have a yes. Season. Are you okay with these questions? Season, Brian. Are you here? Anton, Helen, Jack, Timothy, Ricky, Alex, Jane, Gabriel, Parker. For this question 15A, any question with it? Do you understand what you are going to do? Season. Hi. Brian. Hello. Parker. 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 Brian. No answer. Where are they? Oh, you answer me. Okay, right. Okay, right. Then the others, you can lower your hands. I think, hey, I can do it. Right. Then you do this one by yourself. Okay, right. And then for part B, now after you have constructed the frequency distribution, the distribution table, it means imagine you have the data like that, right? And then say 0 to 4, 5 to 9, something like that. Okay, and then there's a frequency here. Okay, this one is 3, etc. Okay, and then after you have got this one, frequency distribution table, this column and this column are the most important. The tally is just for you to count the frequency. So and then you can count the frequency in a systematic way so that you won't miss any data. Okay, I mean the tally, this one. Okay, but after you have got the table, and then this column and this column, okay, are the most important because we can use these two to further draw some other diagram. And then you can look at part B. And then you need to construct a pie chart to show the in angles of sectors, the distribution of the groups of data divided in A. Now for this one, maybe I show you how to write your answer. I will do it in this way. After I have looked at both parts, okay, I know that I need to draw the frequency distribution table, and then I know that I need to draw a pie chart, right? Now, then in this case, for the pie chart, I need to find the angles, okay, right? Before we draw it. Therefore, in this case, if your paper is big enough, then I will create a table in this way. I'm doing a bit fast, therefore you write down the title for the column, okay? This one should be totally, right? And then this is frequency. And then I will add one more column here. Okay, therefore in this case, this is say 0 to 4. And then I just show you one data, okay? There should be 3. And then total, how many data are there in total? Should be 40. The total should be 40. You can count it yourself, okay? 40. Therefore, in this case, I can write here. Okay, and then you calculate the angle. Then in this case, you can write clearly, these tables are for both part A and part B. And then, and then the degree here should be 27 degrees, right? And you can continue in this way, totally, and then the frequency, and then calculate the angles. And then for part B, in this case, then you need to draw a circle, okay? And then use a protractor, okay? Draw a line to be the starting line. And then use a protractor to measure the angle, like that. And then show the angles. And then write it down. What does this mean? This part represents this group, 0 to 4. Okay, then you continue in this way. Okay, and then after you have found the angles, the next one will be 5 to 9. And then you mark the angles after you have found the angles, like that. Okay, understand this part? For 15, you can write your answer in this way. Right. And then you also need to do number 16. For 16, what will it be in August? Expenditures of Wing Electronic Company in July. Expenditure means the money you spend. The money you spend. Hi, Eugene. What's questions? You have questions? No, nothing. Right. Now here, okay, in number 16, expenditure, it means the money you spend. Okay, it means for this chart shows how much money, okay, this company spends in July. Okay, 30% of the money is spent in salary. Okay, and then 15% will be utilities. It means some other thing that the company needs to use. And then here, this lady, okay, told the gentleman that the cost of raw materials will increase by 25%, while all the others expenditure remain unchanged. It means okay, right. It means after looking at this chart, this gentleman asked the lady this question: what will it be in August? Because for this one, it shows the case in July. And then this lady answer the gentleman, okay? For that, you can see that there's something called raw materials. Okay, because electronic company is a company which produce some electronic products. Okay, and therefore they need the materials to make the products. And then those materials are called raw materials. And then in this case, the raw material will increase by 25%. And then while the others, it means the salary, the utilities, or the others expenditures, they remained unchanged, no change, unchanged. UN means not here. Okay. This one means not. Okay, therefore, it means the others not changed, stay the same. Okay, it means in July, if 3,000 is used for salary, then it means in August, okay, the salary is also 3,000. Okay, it means the cost for these are unchanged in August. But this one will be more expensive by 25%. Okay, and then you look at the questions part A, B, C. Now it is given that the total expenditure of the company is a million, and then find the expenditure of the company in on each item listed above in pie chart. Therefore, this is total. It means all together, all these 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, all these 4 together is 1 million in July. And then you need to find out each item. Okay, therefore, for example, salary equals 1 million times 30%. Therefore, in this case, you have like that. And then you continue, say, utilities. Utilities equals 1 million. This time, what's this? What's the percentage for utilities? You see here, 15%. Then you can calculate the amounts. And then others do the same. And then after you have found these three, how can you find the money spent on raw material? The percentage is not stated here. How can you find it for raw materials? Do you know the percentage for raw material? It is not written in the diagram here, but do you know? Any suggestions? Do you know how to find the percentage for raw material in this case? Right. Because altogether should be the total. Therefore, altogether should be 100%. Therefore, in this case, if you look at the diagram, okay, just this one is missing, but we can find it because this part is 30, this part is 15, this part is 5. Therefore, you can first find out the percentage for raw material, which is 100% minus 30%, minus 15%, and then minus 5%, like that. Or after you have find all these three values, this one, and then this one, all together, these four together is 1 million. Therefore, after you have got these three, you can also find the money spent on raw materials by using 1 million and then minus these three values. Okay, there are two methods to find the amount for raw materials. Okay, now then you look at part B. Look at part B. You see this right? I cleared it now. Now look at part B. How many percent of the total expenditure is the cost of raw material in August? Now, this part is a bit difficult. Now, be very careful. In August. In August. Now, therefore, in this case, now for this one, what you have find here, okay, they are the expenditure in July. Okay. And then this one is talking about in August. It's different. It's different. Okay. Right. Now, then in this case, how we can do it? How we can do it? I think if you do it in this way, maybe it is easier for you to understand. Now, after you have done part A, then it means you know salary, okay, and then you know, let me think. Maybe. I think because it will be easier for you if you have done part A. It is easier to explain to it. That's why maybe I continue tomorrow. You finish part A first. For this one. If you don't understand part B and part C, at least, okay, now you do part A first. Get all the values for these four items. Okay, and then after you have got all the four values, okay, then I explain to you tomorrow because we still have lesson tomorrow, right? Okay, and then it will be easier because I don't want to work out everything here. Okay, therefore I hope you can do it by yourself for part A. It's just percentage problem. Okay, after you have done part A, then let's do part B and C together tomorrow. Okay, is this fine for you? Yes, that's good. Right, and then of course for those, if you look at the assignment in Google Classroom, we have done most of it already. I think it is, you can, if you have time after this lesson, then you can quickly, okay, tidy up your questions, tidy up your answers, or finish the remaining part of the questions because we have done most of it just now. Okay, therefore you can spend just a little time